Those scanners were pulled out of airports like this one after public outcry over privacy. The Transportation Security Administration paid $160,000 a piece for them, but we found them being auctioned off here in San Antonio for as little as $10. This is the Texas Facilities Commission auction facility in San Antonio, where local government agencies can bid on surplus equipment the federal government no longer wants. Most of the stuff is old: furniture and computers, Border Patrol flashlights, items the government got years of use out of. But in the middle of the warehouse, still sitting in the original boxes, we found 6 full-body airport scanners that have never been used.
These are basically brand new, so.
What do you mean basically?
Like they bought them and was going to use them and never did.
The TSA confirms the 6 we found are part of a larger group of 250 scanners it paid $40 million for and is now trying to get rid of. About a third were never even used in airports. The ones that were used to screen passengers were taken out of service after about 2 years.
Most taxpayers are not going to expect the government to be throwing away essentially $160,000 scanners, $40 million worth of body scanners.
Why did TSA stop using the scanners? It all goes back to that controversy in 2010 when they were first unveiled. Congress agreed with passengers that the X-ray images the scanners showed of travelers were too graphic. So in 2012, they passed a law requiring new software that would reduce the resolution on the scanner displays. But the company that made these scanners, Rapiscan, was unable to modify the software. So TSA scrapped all 250 and had to pay even more taxpayer money to replace them. The group Citizens Against Government Waste says TSA should have demanded a refund or set up a pilot program before paying for the scanners.
When you go out to procure $40 million worth of equipment, it seems to me you would have gone out and done a little demonstration project, you would have tested the equipment, you might have put it in at a couple of airports, tried it out first to see if it was going to cause a problem.
Some of the scanners were given to other government agencies, but there's been such little interest, some have been put up for auction to the public, like the 6 we found in San Antonio, which were auctioned off just last week. We went online to see how much people were offering. And what were the high bids for those $160,000 machines? For 2 of the scanners, the highest bids were just $10. The TSA declined our request for an interview, but told us in an email the government got a return on its capital investment with Rapiscan. More than 130 million passengers were effectively screened at a cost of 30 cents per passenger. The General Services Administration, which auctioned off the scanners, wouldn't tell us how much they ultimately sold for or who bought them. But the agency did say that most of the scanners are still sitting in storage. I'm News 4 troubleshooter Jaie Avila.